This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. Happy Friday. I am your host, Randi Hipper, and yes, I said Friday because we worked hard to sit back, relax, and talk about crypto on this lovely day. Honestly, guys, you guys know I'm late. You guys know that it's noon. It's not 9:45 a.m. Eastern, and I apologize for such. However, I am not feeling good. I can't catch a break, guys. You guys know last week I was in the hospital. This week, I'm not, but I'm sick. And probably that experience in the ER didn't help because there were a bunch of sick little kids everywhere. But yeah, I couldn't miss going live today. I couldn't help myself. I literally was seeing all of this news happen. Coins are ripping, and I was like, okay, I gotta go live. I don't care what it's going to take. So I probably don't sound the best. Yeah, you guys hear it. Paul Kelly, you hear it. Do I sound bad? Audio check on my voice. My freaking gosh. What's up, Elena Wong from Kick? Nice to see you. Make sure if you guys haven't yet, check out our sponsors, both Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Links are in the live chat and in the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off at checkout. Also, we have a goal of 125 likes, 100 live viewers, so pump it up. You got to pump it up. All right. I want to say good afternoon to everybody in the chat. So if everyone could say good afternoon to me, that would make me feel a lot better. Sasquatch, what's up? Cardano, Danny says, yes. I sound fine. Thanks, Danny. Giving me hope right here. Thank you for the fake red rose. I mean, listen, we like real ones, but fake ones could do for now. A virtual one. All set. Nice to see you. Oval is working, so he stopped by, though. Nice to see you, little Oval. Maybe Emma, if she's not busy. Emma is not feeling good. Here's the thing. Emma started this. It's Emma's fault. Emma got sick first. And this is what happens every single time. Emma gets sick first, doesn't hit her that crazy, still hits her, but not that crazy. And then she gives it to my dad, and then that gets to me. And I'm always the one that gets it last, and it hits probably the hardest, but I'm battling. I'm drinking water. I know a bunch of you guys in Discord said to get some tea. If you guys have any tea recommendations, let me know. I love green tea, and I think a lot of you guys recommended that for this too. Leverage is the only way to trade. That's some degen stuff. Thoughts on Liz Warren and Jamie Dimon? Trust me, I am going to get into it. Like I said, there were just too many things for me to rant about today, and I don't think I could scream, but I could definitely talk about it because I'm going to lose it. Doge Bowl, always great to see you. Thank you for the love. Paul Kelly Music, it's the All-Star. She's live. Yes, I am here. Coin Cheeky, what's up? Nice to see you, Steven. Always giving me love. Glenn, what's up? Said buy Bitcoin, always. Hi, Wifey Wick. Wifey Wick. I love seeing Wifey Wick. Dave P. Whaley. Oh, nice to see you, Loge. John Legend, nice to see you. JD Club, what up? Taste of South, what up? Who else is here? Randy A, nice to see you. M2, nice to see you. You gave me some tea recommendations in Discord as well. Thank you for that. MK, nice to see you. Rud Putz, what's up? Chris Hanley. Liz Warren is hot. Prove me wrong. I mean, I don't think I can. She's one hot mama. Or grandma. I don't know. Is she a grandma or a mama? Is she a MILF or a GILF? Oh no, Liz Warren's gonna come after me now. Brock Smith, nice to see you. Blink if it's bald. What's bald? Who's bald? Gary Gensler, yeah. But me, no. Crypto Moonbags, what up, big boss? What up, bro? I am here. I am alive. Des, what's up? Nice to see you. And Chris Hanley says she's a GILF. Oh, Liz the GILF. We got Swifty in the chat, Dynastic Wolf. Always great to see you guys. Randy A. I don't know if I shouted you out yet. I'm a little burnt today, not going to lie to you. Justice, hello. Benjamin said DRS, it's the move. I could look at the chart later if you remind me. Liz is a GILF, and I'd like to have the salary. Listen, we all want Liz's salary. It's a lot of insider knowledge that goes into her salaries, making $190K a year. All of a sudden became 70-something million. Now, what's up, Ryan Randall from Canada? Listen, we got some things to talk about, and that includes Liz Warren, and that includes Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon is honestly a crook. This man is tied up in billions of dollars in fines. We know the lawsuits that he has faced recently. And it's honestly really unfortunate that he still gets to talk and give his opinion when he literally has every right to not give his opinion, and shouldn't be asked for it anyway. If you guys haven't seen the clip, obviously I'm going to play the infamous clip here, and then I'm going to play Liz Warren's response to that in her interview yesterday with Squawk Box, and then we'll go into some senator reactions, because honestly, things need to be said within our own government. And thank God one senator was able to say something yesterday. His name is Bill Hagerty. So I'm going to play all of these important clips so you guys can catch up on the news. So here we go. Liz Warren, Jamie Dimon, and I will scream about him in a minute. So let's just get after it.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years, know your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can get bypass all of that. And if I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay.
I've always been bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay.
I've always been deeply opposed to.
Oh, Jamie, he's so funny, man. This guy's an icon. Honestly, an icon in one way. And that way is that he is one of the most crooked people out there, but he still gets to give his opinion. Now, what ties me up about Jamie Dimon is that he's been giving crypto, Bitcoin and ETH exposure, at least Bitcoin and ETH exposure, to his clients. Was really the first big U.S. bank to give retail access to Bitcoin and crypto, but that's only if you asked about it. Back in 2017, he said if he would fire anybody in his company that traded cryptocurrency. Then he created JPM Coin back in 2019. We still don't really know the whole infrastructure of JPM Coin other than it is one-to-one with the U.S. dollar, and that it could transact up to $1 billion in volume a day. We also know that he created his recent JP Morgan, their deposit token, which again is basically the road to CBDCs. Citigroup did the same exact thing. So billions of dollars are being moved with JPM Coin, yet Liz Warren never said a word about that. She must trust him, right? Who works for who? Does Jamie Dimon work for Liz, or does Liz work for Jamie? Because we understand how much of a criminal he is and how much he's gotten away with over the years. Yeah, maybe he hasn't gotten charges filed against him, but look at the billions of dollars that JP Morgan has been paying. All of the people they have really stolen from. Of course, Liz Warren has the answer for this. She's saying that crypto is financing terrorism. Honestly, who funds the wars? Who actually funds terrorism? That's fiat currency. And the most used for corruption is the dollar. Now, let's see what she said on Squawk Box yesterday, because this woman is so unhinged, so unhinged.
When you heard Jamie Dimon's response?
Look, when Jamie Dimon and I are in exactly the same place, it's because we have a serious problem in this country. And that is a part of the financial system is being used by terrorists, by drug traffickers, by rogue nations in order to launder money, move money through the system and finance their illegal activities. But keep in mind on this one, it wasn't just Jamie Dimon. We had a long, long table with the CEOs of all of the largest banks in this country. And when I asked the question, should the rules that apply to their banks, and by the way, also apply to stockbrokers and gold traders and credit card companies and credit unions and all the other financial transactors, should those same rules to deal with drug trafficking and terrorism financing and rogue nation financing, should the same rules be put in place? Every single one of them said, absolutely. So,
one, she said bank CEOs, which again means like it's a business. Two, she said the same rules that apply to TradFi have to apply to crypto. That actually cannot happen. That's actually impossible. One, because they're calling of proof of reserves for crypto exchanges when we know where their reserves are because it's on chain. Yet, we don't know how much money the banks have. Where are the proof of reserves on the banks, Liz? Obviously, you cannot apply these rules to DeFi either because, again, smart contracts is something you can't control. What else did she say? Because she's actually And it's like actual false information. So where's community notes? We need community notes on the news because certain people interview people like Liz Warren and they throw the little softball questions. Obviously, if someone like Joe Kernan, that's on Squawk, was interviewing Liz, oh, it would have been a completely different story and he would have called her out on her stuff. But obviously, Andrew Sorkin, he's a little bit of a TradFi bro. We know how deep his connections are there. There's no need to worry about that.
What this tells me is it's time for Congress to act.
Let me ask you, beyond Congress acting, there's a big question mark over whether the SEC is going to act on whether, for example, a Bitcoin ETF will ultimately get approved, which would expand access for Americans all over the country, potentially, to invest in Bitcoin. You've probably watched the price of Bitcoin has risen quite materially, even in the past several months, in large part on the back of that expectation. You know Gary Gensler very well. Do you have any expectation that something like that would take place, and would you support it?
So I don't want to speculate on what the SEC is doing here. I really want to draw an important distinction, and that is the SEC principally is talking about regulation, the kind of monitoring the platforms, the markets, make sure that there's adequate consumer protection, an issue that is built into the DNA of the SEC. It's an important thing to do. It's absolutely something they should do. What I'm talking about is the law enforcement aspect of this. It's not over at the regulatory agencies. What I'm talking about is the part of the system that makes sure that banks are not being used for terrorist financing, for example. You know, we have something called the Bank Secrecy Act, which is how banks are required to monitor certain kinds of transactions that go through the system. It was written in the 1970s following 9/11. The law enforcement folks went back, looked at what had happened, figured out how the financing had made it through the system, and that's the last time that Congress updated.
So she's bringing up this financing within the banks. Where was the receipts for that? Where are the receipts? And still, we do not have receipts on this supposed terrorist financing that was supposedly done with crypto. Okay, everything's on the blockchain in crypto. That's why we love it. Liz, where are the blockchain transactions? Where are the receipts for all this terrorist financing? And if you know who did it, then why aren't we seeing the movement from the exchanges? And if you were able to see all the movement on exchanges, so then why are you still coming after exchanges when they're helping you? Binance worked with law enforcement when the supposed terrorist financing was going on, and still no receipts. And still, CZ Binance got taken out. Again, we're going to hear the real story a few years down the road. XRP thoughts? I will give you guys my thoughts in a few minutes, TikTok. Now, Senator Bill Hagerty is saying, I understand why the banks don't like crypto. If you look back to one of Gary Gensler's recent hearings, Tom Emmer asked the man and said, is this why you're trying to take out crypto? Is it because all your TradFi banker bros are saying, I'm scared because people are taking the money out of the banks at a ridiculous rate and putting that money into cryptocurrency? That's exactly the issue. And we know we don't need an intermediaries, which means we don't need the banks. The banks know that they are over-leveraged. The banks know that they are not solvent. Take a look at Senator Bill Hagerty. This guy honestly was savage.
I'd love to get your thoughts on crypto, because Jamie Dimon said if he was in charge of the government, maybe have a seat like yours, he would push to shut it down. What did you make of that? Should the government be doing more?
Emery, I can understand why anybody at a large bank would say that. Their business model is quite different. Cryptocurrency could be a threat to a number of things that the traditional banking community is working on and puts forward. But I'm not concerned about that. We need to come back and look at this industry and maintain the innovative aspects of the cryptocurrency industry rather than push it offshore. And we've seen the problems that are created like that. We need to figure out a good way, a proper way, an appropriate way to regulate cryptocurrency here with a light enough touch that will allow us to continue to lead the way with innovation.
This guy is trying to find that middle ground and said we still need that innovation. We still need people to come into crypto and not push this offshore, which honestly, it seems like that's the goal of Liz Warren. That's the goal of Gary Gensler is push, push, push. Get crypto out of here because it's a huge threat. At the same time, crypto could not be a threat. Crypto could be working simultaneously with the traditional financial system. Obviously, we see that stablecoins are a huge plus, even though they're too centralized for my liking. Stablecoins are bringing hyper-dollarization. People that don't have access to banks and wire transfers are able to, hey, I'll get a wallet, get some ETH or whatever, swap it out for some USDC, some Tether, some other USD stablecoins.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, hi,
Vertcoin.
beautiful, Rose. If you do TA later, can you do vertcoin for Rude? You may be feeling ill, but you look quite above adequate. Romantic face.
Yeah, I got it. I will do vertcoin later. So, yeah. Hyperdollarization is very important, and stablecoins give that access to people that may not have that access regularly. Is it unfair to say that banks are better than cryptocurrencies? No, because they're not.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Mouth shut face. Mouth shut face. Mouth shut face.
Is it
mouth
because I
shut
sound
face.
bad?
Mouth shut face. Mouth shut face.
John
Mouth shut
Legend.
face. Mouth shut face.
Is that, are you saying that because you want me to stop talking because I sound bad? Is that the reason? We have 69 people watching, 57 likes. Let's get 69 likes and 100 live viewers. DC, honestly, it has to come down to the realization that this is a bipartisan issue. That it's not the banks against crypto. It's not the United States against crypto. It's not the left against crypto. It's not the right against crypto. It's a bipartisan issue. I've spoken to people on both sides of the aisle, and they all understand that there is a need to be your own bank, to be able to have another way to send money to other people in a way that's not included in censorship, that's not included in a tyrannical world. The efforts to bring down crypto are just unparalleled by the SEC in terms of other governments. Other governments are embracing crypto. Well, the SEC is pushing it behind. You know why? Because it's all theater and because they don't care about you and they know crypto's inevitable. They just want to make sure they have their plans already tied up and done. We saw at the beginning of the year that there was an SEC investor alert about crypto. And this was a while ago that this came out. And they were warning people. They were like, oh my gosh, in March. They said, oh my gosh, you have to exercise caution with crypto asset securities. They put out the same thing in March, right here, that they put out today. Caution with crypto asset securities, investor alert. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
They said those offering crypto assets may be not complying with applicable law, including the federal securities laws, which there are no laws and regulation for crypto, so how can people follow rules that do not exist? Here comes the proof of reserves. They're saying that it includes trading platforms and/or entities that issue crypto asset securities and use to describe a voluntary method for offering evidence that an aggregate entity has sufficient reserve assets to cover what is held for the customers and/or accounts at a given point in time. You can see this all on the blockchain, which is disclosed by all of these crypto exchanges. But what's not disclosed? Oh, yeah, the banks. The proof of reserves on the banks. How much money do they have? Do they have your money? And the answer is most likely a no.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank
Oh,
you.
shoot.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Just can't sit still, can you? See what happens when you challenge true chaos with weak tiny chaos? Do you see? Nah, you can't see me, waving hand. Trying to tug on Superman's cape. Microphone, down arrow.
Mic drop, Creighton. Thank you for the chaos. No, I can't sit still. I was sitting in my bed losing my mind, so I got up and decided to stream. I was not going to let go today. Now they also pointed out, the SEC in this alert, that investments in crypto assets, they could be volatile. They say over the last year, crypto asset has been exceptionally volatile. They said volatility and illiquidity in the crypto assets markets exists. They're saying it's unpredictable, highly concentrated, and the inability for the investor to be made whole if fraud, default, or a mistake occurs. I don't know if the SEC really understands, but that's the point of crypto, that there are no intermediaries, that there is no one to cover your behind, that you are responsible for yourself, and they want to scare you, make it seem like that's not a good thing. You should be responsible for yourself. That's actually what the government should encourage, because what is America? Being independent, being on your own. Life, liberty, property are our three inalienable rights as human beings, and especially that is supposed to be embraced in America. But they don't want you to be by yourself. They said, we're the government and we're here to help, which is the most dangerous thing they could ever tell you. If you look at the quote-unquote volatility of crypto, you could debunk that right here. Because bank stocks in this past year have, disappeared, exploded. SVB, where is it? Oh, First Republic, who bought it? Who took it over? Oh, JP Morgan, one of the biggest frauds out there. Bitcoin is up 165% for the new year. Bank stocks have gone down over 90%. Gold, yeah, maybe it broke all-time highs this year, but it's only up 9% year to date. Gold is a controlled market. Bitcoin and crypto is an actual free market. Stocks, they get to pause the stocks when it gets a little bit too crazy. But that's only if it doesn't go their way. And if the hedge funds make a call and say, we got to shut this down, they will. GameStop, AMC, do you guys remember that? Doge was pumping. They couldn't stop Doge. But they halted AMC. They halted GameStop because people in Wall Street bets, everyday people said, we want to take control of the market. And that was one of the worst days for hedge funds in history. Yet, all of the articles from that day were wiped clean. Yet, another day where the whole interbanking system went down in February 2021, all those were wiped clean too. You notice how every single narrative that they try to push is faulty. And that every single time they say something, you could debunk it immediately. But they try to scare people because people aren't educated on this subject yet. The SEC is horrible, especially because they bring up in this investor alert celebrity endorsements. How many celebrities endorse bad products? There are celebrities that endorse products that have gotten recalled. Some that are straight up unhealthy for you. Look at all these energy drinks that these celebrities promote. Are those healthy for you? No. Some kids under 18 cannot drink certain energy drinks that these celebrities promote because they're straight up not healthy. But that doesn't get called out. However, if a celebrity endorses a crypto project, they want to come after them, find them money to make them an example, and also make them wait a certain amount of years to promote crypto again just because they don't want marketing and thought coming to crypto. Do your own research. You obviously see that community notes needs to apply to the SEC investor alert because everything that they said in this is completely wrong. Completely. Yes, I believe we do need proof of reserves on exchanges, but what about the banks? And if Liz Warren was true to her word and said that the same rules that apply to the bankers should apply to crypto, that she would make sure there are proof of reserves on the banks. She would make sure there are no insider trading going on. Oh, wait, but maybe she took part in that too. Conspiracy. Tinfoil hat. Has yet to be proven, and one day it will be proven. Trust me, it will. Beautiful when we see and we know the truth. And it's horrible that people in the position that the SEC are in are doing this to us. Now, you could say that this is maybe a sign of the Bitcoin ETFs getting approved. And it could be true because the last time that the SEC put out an investor alert like this was not only besides March, but also when they launched BITO, which was a Bitcoin, I think it's a futures right there, Bitcoin futures. So that's the last time they did this. And it's very interesting what's going on now before they launch BITO. Speaking of ETFs, let's talk about it. VanEck submitted an S1 amendment for their Bitcoin ETF. It's their 5th amendment. So again, it's on the SEC. And basically, this is just clarifying some details to get ready for their ETF launch. Could Gary Gensler be a huckster, pull out the rug from under us and not approve these ETFs? Probably. There's probably a way for him to do that. I'm not supportive of it at all. And, oh, Red Panda, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, I'm not a fan of anything that's going on here. I'm not. And honestly, I don't give a flying sheesh about the ETFs because I care about actually owning Bitcoin. And they just care about TradFi bros getting exposure, and they know all these big institutions, obviously, they have to have the underlying asset. So they want the institutions to buy up the crypto so you don't actually own the crypto, and that way you can't take part in the actual part or the actual revolution that we're in, which is being your own bank, having a decentralized financial ecosystem, taking control of our money, our value, our information, and our data. That's what blockchain does, and that's exactly what they don't want you to have. Speaking of self-sovereignty, we need to say self-sovereignty. Cryptocurrency, Satoshi, that's what he told us, man. Decentralized financial ecosystem, peer-to-peer electronic cash system. We need to take self-custody. If you haven't yet, take your crypto off of those exchanges. Even Jack Dorsey is telling you to move your crypto off of the exchanges. Yes, he is a part of Cash App. Yes, he is a part of Block. But now he launched bitkey, which is his new cryptocurrency cold storage wallet. You see here, he tweeted yesterday, move your crypto or move your Bitcoin off of the exchanges. There is a little advertisement for it, so let's play the video before I get into the details.
If you're someone who wants to protect your Bitcoin and who wants to use it wherever you go, so you can send and receive anytime, any place, anywhere in the world, and know that when you lose something, because life happens, bitkey's recovery tools have you covered, just like MATIC. For security and peace of mind, choose bitkey. If you're someone who wants...
So they want to make this for mainstream. Let's take a look at what the details are. They did put out a little news press release on this. So again, this is Jack Dorsey's cryptocurrency wallet. It's a Bitcoin self-custody wallet built by Block, and it launches globally. So we see here it includes a mobile app, a hardware device, and a set of recovery tools in case the customer loses the phone, their hardware, or both. Built by the team at Block, bitkey is now available for pre-orders at bitkey.world, with shipping starting early 2024. Thomas Templeton, who leads the Proto team, said Bitcoin Decentralized Payments Network has the potential to create a more inclusive financial ecosystem for all, especially those who have been traditionally underserved. In the future, we believe customers who demand ownership and self-custody because it brings that peace of mind, reduces dependence on any one entity, and puts individuals in control of their own Bitcoin. With bitkey, we're building a safe and easy way for people all around the world with different levels of experiences to take control of their finances on their terms. They're saying a major benefit is that it's their first time their family, according to someone named Gareth, would be comfortable engaging in self-custody because of the complexity, the barrier to entry. Lindsay Grossman, the business lead for bitkey, said people holding Bitcoin on exchanges and custodial platforms are hesitant to move to self-custody because they're nervous about making mistakes, and that you have to safely guard those 12 or 24-word key passwords or seed phrases. And people often felt stuck, worried about the lack of control they might experience on a custodial platform or exchange. They're saying with bitkey, they want to build a product that helps bring everyone to self-custody. So what they're doing here is that they have a unique 2 or 3 multi-signature design that doesn't require customers to remember those seed phrases. It uses 3 keys to secure Bitcoin, and any 2 keys working together need to move Bitcoin or any approved security-related actions like initiating recovery or modifying security settings. They put 2 keys in the customer hands. One is in the app, which enables customers to make Bitcoin transactions on their phone. And then the second customer-held key is the hardware device. The third is bitkey server. See, this is where it gets spicy. But they're saying the hardware serves 2 purposes: an extra layer of security and cosign money movements based on a customer set limit, and enables recovery when customers lose their phone. So the third key is on bitkey server and is only used for two things, supposedly: to help customers move Bitcoin with just their phone for the transactions they choose to make, and to help customers recover their wallet if they lose their phone, hardware, or both. They're saying because bitkey has access to only one, not two or three keys in the 2 of 3 multi-sig wallet, they can't access or move the customer's Bitcoin without them. This puts the customers in true control of their money while giving them peace of mind that they can recover their money if something. For more information, you could obviously read up on this. But they want to make sure that you could recover your funds. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of the third party and saying that they could help you recover your phrases. And obviously, we have to do a deeper dive into how this works. It says that the server key initiates and signs payments up to the mobile limit you set, helps recover your money if you lose your phone, but it cannot sign payments and it cannot authorize recovery attempts. So again, I think I'm a little confused on the whole thing, to be honest, because why or how could those third-party phrases be accessed? Now, if it says if you lose your phone and your hardware wallets, it actually has this written out, you can set up a trusted contact in the app, and your trusted contacts could download the bitkey app and agree to help you access your money and send a code to your contacts. And then once you're verified, you recover the mobile key from the cloud and complete the process to replace your hardware device. I am not a fan of relying on other people. Now, I think multi-sig is great. I love the sig of the multis. However, you need to understand that this is a business, and I would like to ask them if they get subpoenaed by somebody like the government, if they would have to give up some sort of information about your keys, and if any of this could somehow be accessed by somebody else. And if, because there is a third party, the extradition of the keys from your device, I want to know how that all works, and if there could be kind of a hole in the wall where people could get in there and take your crypto. So I'm a little confused on Jack Dorsey's new thing. I like the fact that it's something easy. You tap to your phone. It looks great. It looks pretty. It looks futuristic. However, we got to make sure it's something that works and something that goes with the ideals of being in the world of self-custody. Right now, I rather multi-sig on my own. I rather have my keys, have another friend that holds another one or a family member I trust, and call it quits there. I am not trusting somebody else, especially another company, with my phrases. I'm just telling you right now. But I do like that they can't sign payments over their personal limit. Hold on. I thought they couldn't sign payments, period. But it says they can't sign payments over your personal limit, which means that they could sign payments. See, that's what I don't like. So it could initiate sign payments up to the mobile limit. What if someone takes your stuff? See, that's where you get into the rabbit hole. Like, how much, where, how? I don't like that they could send money from your stuff. And it has a mobile limit. So, like, what if, like, can the limit refresh? Like, these are all the questions you got to ask. So until more details come out, I'm a little skeptical of it. But it is something that's probably good for Jack Dorsey's business. It's good for adoption in terms of people that really do want that self-custody and a way that they trust, and maybe have that back where they're like, oh, yeah, maybe I have someone that will help us. At the same time, you're not really taking self-custody if you are relying on that third party to help you recover your money. If that's the case, then you should just sign up for all of the ledger recoveries, sign up for this new bitkey, and sign up for the traditional financial system, because that's basically what you're doing is, again, relying on somebody else. If you guys like Jack Dorsey's new wallet, make sure to put a yes emoji or a no emoji in the comments here. We have 100 people watching. Make sure drop down from 100 to 90. See, YouTube shadows. Make sure you guys share this stream out with friends. We have 90 likes. Make sure we can get 100 likes for this stream, for the ill stream that we have going on here. One sec. I got to take a sip of water. Guys, I'm dying out here. If you're watching this stream, you're not going to make it, somebody said. I'm sorry that you feel that way, man. If you don't want to hang out, I guess that's fine. But like, if you want to be my friend, we could be friends too, Zoomer. Priceless. What's going on here? How do you feel about Jesus Coin? I'm not giving financial advice. Am I roaring? Not really. E-Rock, nice to see you. What's my position in Bitcoin? I don't tell people that. Cash, would this be all for all crypto? So for Jack Dorsey's wallet, it seems like it's a Bitcoin only wallet for right now. I don't see anything else about any other coins. And we know Jack Dorsey is low-key a maximalist here. So yeah. We also see here, I'm going to just jump into a few different pieces of news here just to, like, you know, get this going, just so I could get into the charts and stuff. How long have I been here? It's been a while. It's been 36 minutes. That's nice. So we see here that CZ Binance, he's stuck in the United States because the government looks at him as a flight risk here. He wanted to go back to Dubai. They're saying no. And he has his whole case scheduled for February of 2024. He was released on a $175 million bail, and he had some other people put up around $5 million in collateral. There was a judge in Dubai, in the UAE, that said, hey man, CZ, you're good. You could come back, come hang out here. But the United States government said, CZ, we ain't letting you go, which again is very shady. You think I'm amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jonathan. Shout out to you. All right. El Salvador, too. Yo, El Salvador doesn't give two about what anybody says. The president comes out and says that the IMF, all of these people suck. These journalists are horrible because they all came after El Salvador when they said, all right, we're going to have Bitcoin as legal tender. They all said he was going to go to zero. They all said you're going to default on your debts and your country's going to go in the absolute. However, Nayib Bukele, he's such a savage, and was like, nah, we got Bitcoin as legal tender. They're going to have their volcano bonds, which are Bitcoin-backed bonds, and then they're going to have, oh wait, this new freedom visa. So we see here that people are being pushed internationally. Even the senator we were listening to before, Bill Hagerty, said because of the actions by Gary Gensler, Liz Warren, Janet Yellen, all of these TradFi bros, they're pushing crypto offshore, which hurts our economy and hurts America overall because we're supposed to be the place that innovates. El Salvador is going to probably rake in about $1 billion in Bitcoin investments per year because of their new freedom visa. The nation kickstarted their freedom visa on Thursday, doling out residency to a maximum of 1,000 people a year who invest at least $1 million worth of Bitcoin or Tether. Eligible participants will receive a long-term residency permit and have a path to full citizenship. An application costs a refundable $999 in Bitcoin or USDT, and the process has gone live as of today. The process is handled by Tether Global, and this is similar to the concept of a golden visa offered by several nations, where wealthy people can invest a certain amount into that country's bonds or property in return for a residency permit. They're saying taking Bitcoin or Tether for investments for residency is a first for any nation. They're saying they could receive at least $1 billion in deposits if the quota is filled every year. El Salvador just on top of their freaking game, man. They are so smart. Imagine you have all these rich nerds that are showing up to your country and paying you in Bitcoin and crypto to be able to hang out there. That is genius because they could just keep this, hodl it. Wow. El Salvador could become one of the most powerful countries in the world. And that's only because we know they want to spread beyond El Salvador. They want to have other countries come be a part of them and form alliances, as well as their investments. This president has cleaned up the country, Nayib Bukele, so it's absolutely insane how he's turned around this economy and turned around the country in general. It used to be one of the most dangerous places to go, and now it's one of the best. People are flocking there. The fact that they're trying to get the wealthy there is one of the smartest moves out there. So smart, so smart. I gotta give El Salvador props, bro. Our government's trying to destroy them. I'm glad they're investing in a decentralized currency. Absolutely. Because the IMF doesn't like it. All the central bankers told them no. And the reason why they told them no is because it takes away from the dollar dominance. Because, of course, they want El Salvador to use a dollar and not Bitcoin.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Season's greetings. Be sure you get your family some nice crypto this year.
Boo Man, I will do my best. I want 5 million Bitcoins. I'm just kidding. I really want 1 Bitcoin, man. That's the goal. And I hope I could get all of this good stuff from my family. Boo, man, you're an icon. Wow. Yeah, I'm dying out here. Dave Digital, my gosh, you're causing trouble in the chat. Causing trouble. See, now you're joining the Chaos Club, Dave. I thought you were on my team. Leroy, I would go to El Salvador. GT, nice to see you. Word, what's up? Daryl, I'm telling the truth. That's all I do is tell the truth. What's that clip from Kanye? I tell the truth, but it's hard to tell the truth in a world full of lies. What's that Kanye line? Kanye, truth, quote, yeah. Oh, come on. What is it? I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. That is it. Go up, Kanye. I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. And that is absolutely accurate. Now, I'm going to go into the charts and everything like that. You're not telling the truth. You're believing news stories. Your family is from El Salvador. So what's wrong, Word? What's going on, bro? Give me the word. Give me the word. I have a friend that has family in El Salvador as well, and they told me that they love Bitcoin and that they love what's going on there, and that Chief sees it at least as a beacon of hope for them. So if you have any input, I would love to hear it. We got here some altcoins that are popping off. Bonk still going. BTT, I don't even know what's going on there. Solana up 10%. Cardanzo is up at 19%. We love the Cardanzos or Solanzos, whatever Jim called it. Algorand's up 12% today. So I'm going to try to do like some requests. I'm going to get through my TAs. Obviously, I'm freaking out here trying to make it through. How long have you been studying these things? You're amazing. So I've known about Bitcoin and crypto since I was 13. In 2016, 2019, when I was 16 years old, did my first crypto transaction. Was like, ooh, this is awesome. Fell down the rabbit hole. By the time I was 17, I created missteencrypto. Now I'm 20, almost 21, and I'm here. So that's basically what happened. $43,708 Bitcoin. We did have a little high today of just over 44K this morning. Let's break down the charts. 0.98% in the green. We got some green money flow coming through. The green dot played out up until this red dot was printed. So once that was printed, we kind of went sideways in terms of trading. Also, that VWAP below that zero line is not cute. And it's not giving us that push we need. We obviously see that we have been kind of sideways trading for the past 2-3 days. But honestly, it's much better than sitting here from March all the way up to pretty much recently in the end of October, just fiddling between 27 and 30K. Like, that was absolutely miserable. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That was horrible. It was almost just as bad as November to January, 15 to 17K. Like, that was just miserable. But I am happy that we're trading now. Sideways trading now is fine. We're up again 164% year to date. So there's nothing you could do to really complain about Bitcoin right now. The only thing I'm looking at is 44.7, that's the target. That's the other target we hit the other day, but again, couldn't maintain it. Worst case scenario, we take a dip down to 39.6. I'm not mad at it. Again, if we retrace with Bitcoin, that'll probably just fill in some more gaps and it'll be fine. However, it could actually just blow right through this, 44.7, and head up to that 48K. Now, a lot of people are calling 48K. People are waiting for 48K. Makes me think that we could go the other way just because everyone's calling it. But Bitcoin does what she wants. So always have that bullish and a bearish case scenario. Yo, look at this, man. You guys know I was nerding out yesterday. Absolutely nerding out over this level right here, which is 2340 Ethereum. We're at 2352 right now, down 0.16%. Dude, that RSI popping. Green dot printed, no red dot like on Bitcoin, so that's nice. We also have that VWAP that took a little nasty dip right here, but still maintaining, and that green money flow is here. So it's not that bad. It's not giving us the most bullish signals in the world, but she's telling us she's like doing okay. She's doing decent. Now, we did bounce off our 2340 resistance today. We're still maintaining, barely trading, but being above 2340 is important because we have some nice open air after that, probably up here to 2500. But I want to look, keep an eye out on it, and that's basically what we're looking for. Is maybe $2,500 Ethereum. If we could just go through this with confidence, at least, you know. If anything, we could come back down to this 2120 around. Litecoin. I love Litecoin, and I can't sing about her. But this is such an important level that I'm so excited.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Man. $77.17 Litecoin up 4.20%. Hey, that's crazy. Ooh.
Oh my God.
We got here some green money flow. That VWAP is coming up, which is beautiful. That momentum is going up after that green dot printed. Beautiful RSI went from neutral to bullish, and we haven't seen levels of this RSI really since January. And during January, what was happening for Litecoins in January? We were having that really nice run up from basically $61 all the way up to $100. So, ooh, that's really nice. Also, we've been looking at the $74 Litecoin, really a pain in the behind, man. But we did pamp up, and we got beyond this 200-day SMA, which is gorgeous. We had a high today of $78.92 Litecoin. Dude, this 200-day SMA, I'm telling you, this is what we got to get past. 200-day SMA, pamp up with confidence, close above the 200-day SMA for at least 2 to 3 days, and hit that $84 Litecoin. 84 million Litecoin, $84. Gorgeous. But you guys know the vibe. Closing at above 74 is critical. Closing above the 200-day SMA is critical. Dogecoin at fantastic levels right now. Fantastic. We see here that Dogecoin has a red dot printed, which worries me a little bit. That VWAP is down, but where it's at right now is so freaking zesty. We got that green money flow coming through. RSI is looking great. Dude, 0.098229 cents, almost 10 cents. Now, of course, 10 cents is that psychological level where we did tap a few days ago on Dogecoin's 10th birthday. This is the last time we saw 10 cents. Previous to that event was when Elon replaced the X logo with the Dogecoin face, a little SHIB meme, and that brought Doge to the moon that day. And then we see here that we've been sideways trading, trying to maintain this 9.5 cents. We were bouncing off of it. Maybe this is the support time where it becomes support. Closed above it yesterday, but closing above 9.5 cents is critical. Going to 10 cents is amazing. So that's a psychological level. I'd look out for 10 cent Doge. We've been waiting for 10 cent Doge. We've been talking about it for gosh knows how long now. And we've been watching Doge since she was at the bottom over here. Under 6 cents. And we started to get worried about her. But we knew she was going to come back. We knew she was going to get spicy. And it did. It did. Guys, I'm sorry I sound so horrible today. Jonathan, I saw you on Fox TV. You did so great, so comfortable about talking about your stuff. So, thank you. I appreciate that. Actually, the day that whole Doge story, the whole Doge thing happened with Elon replacing the logo was the day I was at Fox Business in April. And I was literally sitting there. I told Charles Payne, I was like, yo, Charles, you got to see what's going on. That was crazy. I love that. My thought on the Binance scandal is that we don't know the truth. We don't know the truth about anything. I don't believe a word that they said. Because one, they said there was supposedly terrorist financing going on, right? Everything happens on the blockchain. So if they were using crypto, where are the receipts? Binance, when this whole thing was coming out, they were one of the exchanges that was helping governments find whoever was supposedly using their platform. How much was being moved? And if they moved money into the banks, then where were the names? Where is all the KYC? So we don't know any of the truth that happened that day. So I don't believe anything that happened. I really don't. They made CZ step down. There's a bigger story that we don't know about, in my opinion. Maybe this could be my tinfoil hat moment, but I don't believe a gosh dang word. Because every time a piece of FUD came out about CZ, he proved them wrong. He did. And him pleading guilty out of nowhere, it just seems a little bit suspect. Just seems a little bit suspect. Again, there were no receipts. If so much money was being moved, then why couldn't you tell us how much? And everything's on the blockchain, so if it really happened, you could have showed us those receipts. Tinfoil hat for my Noogle. The Noogle's gone, bro. I think it's a whole conspiracy to issue CBDCs. Absolutely. Listen, why are they talking about, during the bank runs, they were like, oh my gosh, the bank runs. That is because they want you to feel comfortable with the CBDC so that way you don't have to worry about the bank runs. But that's why we have crypto, so we don't have to worry about the bank runs. They want you to say, oh my gosh, we have to keep track of everything that's going on. But we could keep track of everything that's going on with the blockchain already. And if they integrate CBDCs, then they're going to have private ledgers. So we're not going to be able to look at what's happening with the traditional financial system if they issue that CBDC. Private ledgers, Ripple's working on it. A bunch of these people are working on it. The banks, the payment rails, they're all a part of the same team. They don't care about cutting themselves out as intermediaries because they all get the money anyway. Now, if we have CBDCs and private ledgers, what they're going to do to you is that they're all going to run their own nodes. So that if you get blacklisted by one bank, you'll get blacklisted by all of them. And if they don't like what you're doing, they don't like what you say, just like PayPal does now with their misinformation policy, they just shut your behind right off and you're done. So that's what my big problem is. That's what my big problem is. Leroy, marathon energy level by MTC is inspiring. Thank you. I'm trying my best out here. Xeon, why don't I think XRP has moved? Because it never does. If you listen, I'm not just talking out. Like, you know. All right, listen. I'll go into some charts. We'll talk about XRP first, and then we'll go into vertcoin. So we got 66-cent XRP. Now it is sort of moving. I mean, it's up 3.5% today, about just over that. But if you look at XRP prior, like we could expand this line out, man. Like, let's expand it. Look at what's going on with XRP for like gosh knows how freaking long. It's been the same price forever. It doesn't move. And the reason is because there's so many people involved in it. And if you look at who owns the most XRP, you know who owns all the XRP. You know who owns a bunch of XRP. And those are the founders. And that's what I don't like, is that they hold a stupid amount of it, and then they just get to kind of dump whenever they want. So I think a lot of that is attributed to whales dumping. I think it's also attributed to the fact that Ripple says multiple times that they have all these partnerships. They always fall through. The partnerships really never come about. If you guys have been in the space for years, you know that every time Ripple has come out with a partnership, nothing has really happened. Now, I think things might start happening because crypto's more mainstream and because the banks are openly saying we're going to work on those CBDCs. And I also think that the big money isn't necessarily into it yet. I do think that money has come in because you see that it's picked up, it's come back down, but it's just pumped and just honestly dumped a lot. Now, if we look at the chart here, the current price, we were like, all right, where are we going here? We started actually going both ways, up and down with the RSI, but we're finally in this bullish zone here. Kind of neutral, actually. And the green dot printed is working out. Money flow is working out. That VWAP's working out. So we do see that we are above our 64-cent resistance. We're at 66 cents. So the next goal, if you're looking at XRP, is 70 cents. And worst case scenario, going back down to 54. But yeah, it's attributed to nothing really happening to it. Like, you know, XRP was supposed to be used for like a million things already, and you can't use it for anything right now. So yeah. The good thing is that they've been around for a long time, so they're more reliable. Are they though? Like, you know, that's the thing. Are they reliable when they're working against you? Disclaimer. Claim of the disclaimer. I'm telling you right now, they're working against you. They're working with all of these banks. They're working with governments to create those private ledgers. So if you love Bitcoin, you love decentralization, and you don't like CBDCs, then why would you like Ripple? Why would you like XRP? Now, people are saying, oh, yeah, like, you know, I'm just investing in it to pump and whatever. But that's, again, like your own decision, but you're also fueling a fire and funding people that are, again, working against you, because we know who owns all the XRP. We know who owns the mass amount of XRP and who's going to dump it on you and use it against you. Now, they're saying, someone on TikTok said that it's just a tool for the wealthy. And you know what? I could agree with that, because if you look at the World Economic Forum website, who's on it? Brad Garlinghouse. He was at the World Economic Forum whole shebang last year, and was saying that he expecting a W with the SEC. Of course he is, because he's associated with the World Economic Forum. And the World Economic Forum on their website says how great Ripple is, all their locations, all their headquarters, and how it's going to change the world with cross-border payments and CBDCs. That's what they want. Cross-border liquidity, CBDCs, private ledgers, and to ruin your life. That is basically it. And whoever tells you opposite is lying to you. straight up lying to you because you could Google what is XRP doing? CBDCs, private ledgers. You're investing in it, you're fueling the fire. Why XRP? Listen, because the banks want to use it, but at the end of the day, I'm waiting to see something actually go off. What? You hold both Bitcoin and XRP? Yeah, listen. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying not to buy XRP. I'm not saying to sell XRP. I don't give financial advice, and that's period. And you see here that it's 66666 cents, 0.66666 cents. So you see here, I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm just telling you what their mission is, and that I ethically don't agree with it. So if you want to do your own research, I highly recommend it. If you guys want me to show you the World Economic Forum website, I freaking will. XRP. World Economic Forum. Ripple has a whole section for it, bro. A whole section. There it is. How great. They're doing value what the internet did for information. We don't need XRP. We don't need your stupid CBDCs to be able to send money cross-border and cheap. That's why we have Bitcoin. That's why we have Lightning Network. That's why we have Litecoin.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$MNDE melted my face last night. XRP is a dirty rat hiding in sheep clothing.
I agree. Coin cheeky. I'll take a look at that. Let me take a look at, I'll move on from XRP because I know people are going to get upset with me, but I'm just telling you the gosh honest truth. And it's not anything that isn't public information. It's not like I'm creating conspiracies. It's actually what's going on here. So I'll look at vertcoin really quick. Randy, have you been smashing the weights? Honestly, I've been very upset because I really haven't been able to hit the gym as much as I want because I was in the hospital last week. I was sore. I couldn't physically do anything. And then I'm sick now. So it's just like I did go in between, but it's not freaking easy. I see that it's on Bittrex. So I'm going to take a look at Bittrex. I don't see other exchanges. So if you guys do have another exchange that this is relevant for, then please let me know. It seems like it's actually in deep trouble here, vertcoin. Whoa, what happened here? Wow. All right. So give me a second here because I gotta chart this stuff. What is going on with my trading view? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I apologize for the delay. I apologize. All right. So we see here that wow. All right. This is pretty wild. vertcoin. What happened to you, girl? Damn. All right. vertcoin. I haven't really charted it much. I will do more research on it. 3.5 cents, though. We see here that these are levels that we haven't seen. Like, obviously, we see where this thing has been, vertcoin. But it kind of double bottomed back here in January of 2016, took off, and now we're back at 2016 levels, which is basically the ground floor. We bounced off, buyers defended that, came back up to just over 3.5 cents. I would like to see maybe 6.5 cents next. Like, I mean, if there's like a really nice push for it. But that's what I'm looking for, probably 6.5 cents. I'll make sure that line is better next time. Fell below the 200-day SMA, and that just means trouble right there. RSI oversold to the highest degree. We see here that the VWAP is moving, but Christmas tree action, I don't even know which one is last. I think a green dot was printed. Yeah. So that brought us up, but it's really not doing much for us. So we're at this resistance right here, so hopefully we can get past it and go back up. That's basically all I got for you. Because that is a little bit scary right there. MNDE. Let me get to that really quick. Wow, I am like dying.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Buying Bitcoin is financial advice. _yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Dan. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Buying Bitcoin is financial advice. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Double O said vertcoin. Love vertcoin. Stealth address and one-click GPU miner. Ah, got you. Thank you. All right, MNDE. Let's get into it. Yeah, still in price discovery. You know I can't tell you. I'll say the same thing. I'll say the same thing about it, which is that I can't say anything about it. Yeah, we just had a really wild run, like literally 68 cents. Wow, that's wild. We're at 51 cents now. So you see that she's pumping, and all of Market Cipher is telling you good things right now. So I don't really know what to tell you other than it's price discovery. That's all I got for you, bro. That's all I got for you, homie. UNFI Crypto Pollo, I got you, bro. I got you guys. Can you guys keep smashing the likes? That would be great. If we could get 150, that would make my sick heart very happy. All right, UNFI. Again, guys, I'm sorry if I sound like poop. All right, UNFI. All right, give me a second. Okay. Interesting. Got it. Okay. Actually pretty interesting what's going on here. Do boop 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 do do. All right, I see some stuff I want to discuss. I see some things I want to discuss here. All right. So we see here that we have UNFI, and this seems like a zesty coin. It's been around for a while, at least 2020 I see here, is where I got my datas. So let's see where we've been with this coin or token. UNFI, we see here that it's $9.26, 3.3% in the green. We have a red dot that played out crazily. That RSI is extremely oversold, and that VWAP has some nice curvatures that wants to head over that zero line. The green money flow is looking good. It's not crazy high, but it's still decent. We see here that, yeah, that red dot kind of destroyed it. Woo! That was crazy. Literally a nice little flush moment. Seems like we bounced off $8.48 as support. Honestly, the goal is to go back to $11.07. That's major, because once we rejected that harshly with confidence, it was ugly. And we're above the 200-day SMA since August, so it's been doing good. So I'd be looking at maintaining $8.84 as support and looking towards that $11. That's basically what I'm looking at. Obviously, $10 is a psychological level, so I'd always look out for $10 exactly too. Let me save this chart really quick. Beautiful. Can I please do QTUM? Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. QTUM. Okay. Wow, you guys are giving me a bunch of new coins today. I really like this though. I really like all the new chartery that we're doing today. We love the chartery out here. Chartery. And these levels go back really far as well, which is like really cool. All right. So most recently, we're looking at some levels that we saw back here. When was this? In December of 2018. So this is like OG stuff right here. OG stuff. All right. We got $3.39 here, 2.9% in the green. Seeing here on Market Cipher that this green dot played out very nicely. Money flow, VWAP, go in, bullish RSI. So everything's telling me bullish here. We did come off of $2.96 as support when we saw it in the past. Once we rejected this level, we saw it here in November. Back here again in July, that once we rejected it after testing it a few times, it did bring us back down to this level of around $2. Now, people probably got worried around December because they were like, uh-oh, like, is this going to bring us down to March of 2020 levels? But thankfully it didn't. We want to make sure we could test this $3.49 again. And if it tests that, then we'll look at like future levels, which are probably going to be around this, like $3.70. Let me look back in time. $3.70. Yeah, this seems to be important. I'm going to mark that. $3 around 78 cents. Let me find that again. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. All right, let me make this easier for myself because obviously you see I'm struggling. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. $3.78 probably next. Again, saving this chart. Very nice. I love this. Look up, Crimson. Thank you for joining me, my fellow. Got you double low. Adam Jones, we're all criminals. We're hucksters. Fraudsters. Scam artists. Ponzi schemes. Retro Beast, am I doing much airdrop farming? I feel the FOMO missing out on Jito. I don't know. No, I haven't really done airdrop farming. Sack Nasty, what's up? If you want to give some details about whatever you're talking about here in regards to the project, then you could definitely join the Discord. Put it in the Shield chat so that way I could check it out. Cancel Papa, nice to see you, Cancel Papa. Andy said, keeping on your toes, love discovering new coins, more research for me, better than any movie or TV show. I love that. Very nice. Ruby Kim says, ladies. Yeah, I could do some ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. So put your hands up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Uh-oh. I love that song. If you like it, then you gotta put a ring on it. If you like it, then you gotta put a ring on it. Freaking go off. Are you guys fans of Beyonce? I would actually, that's a genuine question. I don't know if I'm a fan of Beyonce. I'm a little controversial with my takes on pop artists. Feel like I don't go with the flow. Either way, ladies, she's spicy. Go off. Is it Beyonce? Yeah, lady, put a ring on. Is that the right one? Am I thinking of Beyonce? Is that correct? Please tell me I didn't mess up. That would be horrible for pop culture. Sack Nasty Orca. Yeah, I got you. It's not Beyonce, right? Who is it? Adam Jones. It is? Okay. All right. I thought I was going crazy. Thank you, Alexandra J. You scared me. All right. So talking of the ladies, we got ladies right here. That's a bunch of zeros, 571 right now. Trying to hit this resistance that dates back to when we fell below it here in May, here in June. So I would try to test this, see where it goes. It's above the 200-day SMA that just formed. So I would probably be looking out for like 771 next. Like that seems like the major point here. Yeah, where it tried to maintain, but it didn't. So I would be looking for that. Also, we see here that Market Cipher is telling us that we got a green dot that's printed, RSI spiking, everything's spiking, and the money flow is about to go in the green. So that all gives me some nice indicators. Other than that, again, always have that bullish and bearish case scenario with the coin this new. I would always be looking at that, but this is a major resistance. So if you could get through that, maybe I'd be looking at 771. Alexandra G, how's Randi, my dad? He's messed up, man. He's messed up. Like I told you, it's been like a nice week where we've just been messed up. Like I said, I was in the hospital last week. And then he was starting to get sick, and I think the being in the ER with all these like not gross children, but you know what I mean, with all like these sick kids, it's very hard, and it definitely hurt us all. So he got sick, Emma's sick, and then they gave it to me. Obviously, I thought I was gonna get away with it, guys, and I just didn't. You asked me for Orca. Yeah, I'm gonna do some Orca. I feel bad about the nasty kids comment, but like they was freaking nasty. Like these kids, they were like, ugh, like everywhere. It was so nasty. Anyway, so gross. I will give Randi love and hugs. I will, guys. Thank you guys for the love, and I'm sure he's gonna appreciate it too. Yeah, like this morning I was running errands. I was like, I feel horrible, but I got to take care of the fam, you know? And then yesterday I knew, like on the podcast, I was like, guys, I'm feeling something right now. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to make food. I'm going to use all my leftover strength to make food for the fam. And that's what I did. I made a really bomb mac and cheese yesterday. Like it slapped to infinity. Maybe I can see if I can pull up the video. Anyway, we got $4 Orca, 52% in the green. Like that's kind of ridiculous. Seeing here that VWAP is coming over that zero line, green dot printed, RSI going. So again, all bullish indicators here. Maintained this $2.42 support here, came back up, tested basically almost the all-time high, and we are kind of maintaining above $3.50, which was support here, but fell through back here in February. So I'd be looking at maintaining $3.50 and seeing if we could go back to that high of $4.42. That's basically what I'm looking for. But other than that, this is price discovery, and I really can't give you much other than maybe like worst case scenario going below here, $3.50, going to $2.40 something cents. That's mostly all I can give you. And it being at $4 is pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. MTC Cooking Channel. Yeah, yo, it slapped. Like, it was so freaking good. I gotta see, like, if I could get this video up here because this mac and cheese, bro, it was so good. It was so good. And you know what? Like, I'm horrible because I really like hot sauce, so I'm willing to put that thing on anything. And yesterday I got a little rambunctious, and I had my mac and cheese. You might call me gross, but I had my mac and cheese, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce on the side, and that's what I did. It was kind of freaking good. It was kind of good. I'm a little crazy though. I'm a little crazy, which is why I'm here while I'm sick. I could barely even talk right now, but I'm like, I gotta go live. I gotta talk to my people. And I was so close not to. I had to. I was literally sitting in my bed. I was like, Emma, I have to do something. Guys, here's some ASMR. Listen to this crunch. This is when my Mac came out yesterday. Look at this. Look. Listen to that crunch. That's some good stuff, bro. Darrow chart? Yeah, I'll do Darrow for you. Sure. I just want to show you. I just wanted to show you my mac and cheese, bro.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, Alexandra G.
You're welcome.
What a queen. Thank you so much. I love that little emote you gave me here. It's like a little huggy. I need a hug. Yeah, it is crunchy. Yeah. What did I put on top? It's basically panko. What else? Panko, extra virgin olive oil, and some butter. I melted some butter and a little muggy in the microwave because the stove was being used for the rest of it. And then I had my panko set up. I sprinkled in, I don't even use measurements. I'm crazy. I don't use measurements. I just sprinkled in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, tossed in that butter, and I mixed it with my hands so that way I could really get in there. But yeah, that's very good. Really, really good. It slapped. It was like, and it was great for the throat too because like it's hot, steamy, like amazing. Needs more cheese. Dude, do you see this? Needs more cheese. Look. You're telling me this drippy item needs more cheese? I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say that. But the breadcrumbs, I think maybe I could go a little bit heavier on the breadcrumbs next time. But the cheese, I don't know. If you want more cheese, you must have an iron tummy because that'll destroy you, man. That'll destroy you. Anyway, just here for the mac and cheese, Monica said. Yeah, I got a whole tray of it still. It's a big tray. I used like 16 ounces of pasta. Like, I wanted to have enough food so that way, like, we make the food, we enjoy it, and then we have for like, yeah, great for the throat. Enjoy the food, have the food, eat it, and then have it for today too. And I did buy like meat for burgers yesterday, and I didn't use it yesterday, so I'm hoping maybe today we could use it. I think it might be good for the tummy and everything. Anyway, Darrow, $3.04. We see here that we were hoping that this cup and handle would play out, and maybe it's still cup and handling. Maybe it's still handling, but it is below $3.55, which was a heavy resistance that dates back to when we rejected it pretty harshly back here in August. We want to head back up to $3.55, and best case scenario, $4.27. But worst case scenario, we go back to where our cup is bottomed, and basically down here, $2.21. That's worst case scenario. We see here we're down 4.5%, and everything points to that. We see the momentum is messed up. Red dot down, VWAP stagnant. Look at that green money flow. She's not that green. And we also see that this is severely bearish, severely oversold RSI, which could, it could mean an incoming uptrend, which could give us some hope there. Other than that, I would be looking, because yesterday we rejected this resistance quite harshly. But maybe she's still cup and handling. Maybe she's still cup and handling. Jazz Razak MTC said, so I can get in there. Yeah, listen, I'm just here, man. I feel like I'm so burnt. Drinking is no good for you. Who said I'm drinking? Drinking what? Like alcohols? No, I'm not 21 yet. I can't drink alcohols. That's crazy. It's crazy talk, bruh. But I did have some coffee this morning. It auto brewed. Where's my cap for my agua? I'm losing it all. Oh, it's right in front of me. Yeah, see, like, this cold is just killing my head. I'm just happy that I got to stand here. I'm looking at the clock. It's an hour, 15 minutes. Like, this is great. Drinking cheese is probably yummy. Listen, if there's something I could drink, it's buffalo sauce. I love buffalo sauce. Like, if you give me a nice buffalo sauce, oh, it's game over. I'll freaking drink it. Not actually, but, you know, like, I'll take a fat spoonful, you know? I love hot sauce. Hot sauce is so freaking good.
Thank you.
You were just saying. Okay, thank you. Thank you for just saying. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I gotta go help Mike. You said you needed a hug, and he came run around the corner and tripped. He's crying now. I'm coming. Slap some dirt on it already, Mike. Hugging face, for you. He gets so excited.
Yeah, he doesn't have 6.9% of his heart yet, so he cannot find enough heart or warmth to give me a hug, even if he wanted to. But Creighton, maybe I do accept your hug right now. Maybe I'll give one back to you. Now that's chaos. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I need a freaking hug. Adam Jones, don't drink alcohol. It makes you dumb and slow. Stay sharp. I mean, listen, if you do it responsibly, I guess it's not the worst thing. But yeah, I'm not advertising for that. No. Paul Kelly, you crack me up. Buffalo sauce is the best. Oh, yeah. You don't even want to. Oh, what's the UK equivalent of buffalo sauce? That's a great question. Chicken tendies dipping in buffalo sauce. Yeah, that slaps, bro. That slaps. I literally love buffalo sauce. Like, I am a buffalo stan. You give me buffalo wings, I'm going to town. Bored and Bella said, wow, you're on this late. Yeah, man, I don't know what happens. I feel like hell, but I'm actually so happy that I'm here. I think it's the stream that's really keeping me alive right now. It's the stream that's keeping me alive. I was in my bed before. I was so depressed. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so, like, I don't know. I couldn't do it anymore. Sitting in bed is probably the worst thing for me. Like, I'm so used to going and going and going. Meninja said sunlight helps. Yeah, listen, Meninja, trust me, I know. I literally love going outside, except it's gross out. However, this morning it was perfect. Like, it was exactly what I needed. Like, I was high. I felt, like, nasty. And I went outside. Nice breeze. It's cold out. What is it? 49. It was 40. It was less than 49. It's 49 now. It was less than that before for sure. But it was sunny out. It was nice. I went out. The breeze on my face. It felt so good, and I think that gave me a really nice boost. So I went to the bagel store. I got some bagels for the fam. Went to the drugstore to pick up some little things to help out the fam. You guys know. Like, a thermometer is $20 in Walgreens right now. Like, that is crazy. And you know what? These people surge charge all of these medicines, thermometers, or straight up everything in there because they know you need it that second. So that's not freaking cool. So I don't like all of this stuff that's going on right now. I don't. And the fact that I feel like a criminal when I go to try to buy something, it could be so simple. It could literally be a piece of it could be makeup. And they will lock this up. It could be a lotion. I got to ask for my lotion. Oh, can you unlock my lotion? Like, what? Jonathan, am I in the East Coast? I'm in New York. I'm in the worst spot, dude. Thank you for the rose, Rob. Is this Robert, digital assistant? Thank you for the rose. Cesareo, thank you for the heart, for the rose. I appreciate that.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, this is a fake hug. But it is so freaking cute. It's not real. Creighton, you asked if it's real. It's not. Buffalo chicken pita is a go-to. Extra salt. Ooh. Alexandra G, you're a trooper. Thank you. Bruce, what up, Bruce? Chicken tendies with hot sauce and mac and cheese. You must have an iron tummy, bro. But that sounds really good. I'm not going to lie. Alexandra G said buck wild for buffalo sauce. That's me. I love buffalo sauce. I will drink it. It's what happens when you When you have men over men type governments, inflation and gouging are common. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. And Big Pharma, like, it's just like that's a whole other rabbit hole of Big Pharma. And if I talk about Big Pharma, they pay all the bills for these politicians and then they'll take me out right now. They'll pay you to be like, get her out of here. She's talking about Big Pharma. Bitcoin move incoming. What about me? I don't know, man. Listen, if I'm anything, it's not a magician, and I don't have a crystal ball. So anybody that says with confidence, I know what Bitcoin's going to do next, I would worry about that. For me, Bitcoin, she's always looking snazzy. She's a looking girl, beautiful looking girl. She's like the prettiest girl in school is Bitcoin. Like you look at Bitcoin, you look at that that girl in school. Everyone knows that girl in school. Everyone knows that girl in school. We do have $43,897 Bitcoin. We see that she is trying to test that 44K again. But listen, it seems like 44K is a major resistance. Look at the minute. I love looking at the minute chart because it drives me crazy. But yeah, it seems like all day, basically, we've been battling with 44K. And we just need to pick up that momentum again. That's the minute chart isn't telling us anything that's too crazy. Listen, if we could stay above 43.9, because also 43.9 seems to be like a heck of a job for Bitcoin too. But yeah, you looking better than her. I'm looking better than Bitcoin. No one looks better than Bitcoin. She's a spicy mama right there. She's a spicy mama. BTC girl is the girl everybody hates on that wants to be her best friend. That is great, Crypto Polio. It's like, I went through this in high school too. It was like, people talked about me, but then when they were alone with me, it was like they were my best friend. And I feel like that's what people do with Bitcoin, the TradFi bros, like Gary Gensler. He's like, oh, I love Bitcoin. She is so beautiful. And then when he goes in front of his boys, he goes in front of his friends, it's like, Bitcoin, who is she? I don't know her. So yeah, I think I kind of relate to Bitcoin in one way or another. Not saying I'm the prettiest girl in school, because I'm definitely not. But Bitcoin, she's the prettiest girl in school. She knows what she's talking about. Zana Kang said, hit the like for 150. Holy sheesh. Yeah, we're almost at 150. I wasn't even looking at the likes today. I was just like, if people show up, I'm happy. I just didn't even expect to be on here for this long. And like I said, this is keeping me going. Heard one guy on Dragon's Den has a medicine pharmacy that has the lowest price around. I do know that Mark Cuban is trying to battle Big Pharma. Like, Mark Cuban wants all the money. But he's smart, though, because he's giving people access to these drugs and whatever that they might need to save their life, that Big Pharma is like, oh, I'll charge you $6 million for it because I know you can't afford it, and you'll be in debt to your own health, and that's horrible. And I think that should be something that should be regulated more. But, yeah, it seems like the regulators just care about crypto and things that do good for people. Crypto Cowboy, have I been watching Gala? It's about to explode. I'm happy for Gala, man. Like, Gala's Galaing, B-Team, Pollo knows it all. Pollo is an icon. Shout out to Pollo. Amazon's trying the pharmacy route. Yeah, listen, Amazon, if you want to buy cold medicine, you got a KYC for that. Even in the drugstores in Walgreens today, I was like, I was obviously talking to people, and they said, if you want to buy cold medicine, you got to be 21 and show ID. Like, so you're telling me that at 18 or whatever, I could go enlist in the military and die for my country, but I can't go get cold medicine? What if I didn't have a parent? What if I was all on my own? That's horrible. That's really horrible. Bitcoin Trader said, great channel, thanks. Got you, bro. Mark Cuban will get bought out. He has a price. Yeah, listen, if he gets bought out, he gets bought out. But I think you definitely, we need people to bring some competition of some sort to Big Pharma. But I think they're too big to, take out. The best cold medicine is curry or chicken soup. I do have to invest in some chicken soup. I will tell you that. Thank goodness for Randy. Yeah, I feel bad for him right now. He's down in the trenches, and we were all kind of wrecked right here, but it's okay. Like, I'm happy. I'm just happy that I get to work from home. I don't have to worry about too much. We have stupid laws indeed. I could tell you that. Yeah. Now the best 10 out of 10 pretty girl in the world is the girl off the grid. That's your number. Aw, you're so nice. Someone's like, LOL, Murica. Yeah, Murica. Gonna need to bootleg that syrup. Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are really cute. Guys, we have 95 people watching, 147 likes. Are we going to get 150 likes right now? Are we hitting 150? Am I getting a warm heart while my body's all messed up? Will the feds create their own digital coin that would dominate Bitcoin? Here's the thing, Jonathan. I'll drop some alpha for you right now. I go down these rabbit holes way too often, where the San Francisco Fed, they're hiring for someone for CBDCs. You can also look at the digital dollar pilot that was done by the New York Fed last November, that included BNY Mellon and a bunch of the biggest banks. Now, you can also look at this other little sneaky thing that is brought up ever so often, which is Project Hamilton. And that was done in collaboration with MIT and the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. Now, Project Hamilton is a full-out CBDC infrastructure project that's already done and cleaned up.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Hey mom, can we check out the juicy AVAX?
Got you, Diggies. Give me 1 minute. So with Project Hamilton, it was a full-out CBDC infrastructure project where they know how many transactions can be processed, and they also know the inevitable, which is what I talk about all the time, which is why I also rant about Ripple sometimes, because this is their goal, which is what Project Hamilton completed, which is who's going to process these transactions. And the funny thing is that, Jonathan, if I give you $10 in my digital dollar, then it's going to erase my $10 and make a new $10 for you, which is the definition of a coupon, which is the definition of magic internet money. And then who's processing these transactions? Obviously, it's the central banks, which was written in Project Hamilton. If you hop on YouTube, I could show you the receipts. The central banks will process, or the Federal Reserve will process your transactions, which means if they don't like you, they don't like what you say, then they take you out. And that's not fair, that's not fun, and that's the opposite of America. So whoever is making these pilot programs is anti-America. Diggies, I got you, man. Let's go to your corns, which is AVAX. All right, let's go. Avalanche. Pew pew, Avalanche. Oh, this is the minute chart. I was like, oh my gosh, where's my chart? Oh my God. Okay, so Avalanche. Dang, girl, Avalanche. Avalanche is looking pretty spicy right now. I'm not going to lie to you. So, wow. Holy sheesh. We're almost at our target. Wow. Look at us on this freaking channel, TAing our nerdy hearts away. This is great. Avalanche. Remember, we were talking about right here, $29. Let's get to it. We're at $28.07 right now, 6.7% in the green. We're like, all right, we got to get through $22.78. We freaking did that with confidence. RSI looking fantastic. Momentum killing it. Money flow killing it. VWAP down a little bit. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because if we have a red dot that's printed, RSI starts to come down in coordinates with that VWAP, then that's when I get worried. However, seems like, again, we filled in these gaps here, or this could be the last fill-in of the gap between $23 about and 29. So I'm looking to clean that up. I'm looking to have a swift, nice move, open air to $29. Worst case scenario, come back and find support at 23. Well, it can't be the worst case scenario. Obviously, there's worse. But I think a nice bounce off of $23 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But also, coming right to 29 with confidence, probably blasting through that. We'll look at that level when it happens. But probably I'd be looking at about right here, which is $41, because that's where we kind of found our footing here in September 2021, but also lost our footing severely in May of 2022. Yep, that's exactly what I'm looking at. Yep. I'm gonna draw a freaking line, man. I'm gonna draw a freaking line. I think it's right here. Dude, I'll fix it in a second. Yeah, right here. Beautiful. Yay! Yeah, so that's basically what I'm looking at. Gorgeous. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Avalanche. Killing the game. Up 157% year to date. Musk also said that Ripple is the best de facto. Where did you see that? I gotta fact check that. Elon Musk Ripple. Hold on. No way. Yeah. Wow. I got to look into this a little bit. It says Elon Musk joined Ripple partnership. Is this true? I got to look into this more. I don't know if this is correct. I refuse to believe that. I hope that's not correct. Des found 13 impersonators and we'll be working on blacklisting them. Thank you, Des. I appreciate it. Shout out to your guy, Ben, too. I don't know what's going on with X. I try to talk to people. I try to talk to support, and I'm really getting nowhere, and I'm very sad about it. But I'm faithful that my people that I know will help me out. I'm just experiencing a really bad issue on a lot of social medias, which is shadow banning, especially because of, again, like, you know, YouTube, you guys see it. It happens all the time. And X is a big problem because they take my likes, my retweets away. People are saying that they like my post. They got to go back to it, re-like it. People can't tag me and things. People can't search for me. They can't report my imposter. So I'm having a really big issue. And I do like, there's so many people that are more controversial than me. I'm like the least controversial person on crypto Twitter. So I don't know why this is happening to me.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
And the XRP as well, man. If you could. W. Elon.
Yo, I got you, Diggy. I got you. One, MTC is sick and running a marathon. Yeah, I am. I'm freaking out here. I'm not, because again, I got this whole weekend. Like, I'm not gonna be able. I mean, I could stream, and not that I'm unable to, but it's like, you know, I want to be a part of the love. I did it before, 3 Diggies, if you want to rewind too. But basically 66 cents right now, 3.3% in the green. We're looking to close above 64 cents, which again is a major resistance that we battled with here in August. Couldn't get past. So we want to get past this and form it as support, because here we try to have support at this level and it just didn't work out. So 64 cents getting past it, and probably the next big level I'm looking out for is 70 cents. 70 cents. Looks pretty zesty to me. Green dot, all of this stuff. RSI is moving up. VWAP is good. So we're giving some semi-bullish signals here. So I would look to close above 64 cents and make our way back up to 70. I probably did a more in-depth analysis before, but I think I'm just burning out right now. I got like smoke coming out of my ears, like putting in the work, yes. Double O, Kava. I could do some Kavas, man. Kava. Okay, so Kava, see that we're listed here on Coinbase, but there's not much data here, so I'm gonna move over a little bit. Let's go to Binance. Yeah, Binance got the history. Binance got all the histories. All right, so let's talk about Kava. Kava, avocado. I want an avocado. I think I have an avocado in the fridge, but I didn't see it this morning. Not in the fridge, on the counter. I don't know, where are my avocados? We gotta find some avocados. Avocados are also really hard to come by in New York. It's like you find a good avocado and then you open it and it's gross. Like, what's the deal with avocados? If you guys have, tips on how to pick out a nice avocado, then please let me know. But we do have Kava right now, 86 cents. 86.5 cents, down 0.12%. We're looking to find support above this 200-day SMA at 80 cents because, again, we went below it and above it. And once we did that with confidence, it was major turns either way. And it seems like in the past, we tried to find support here at this 80 cents, but we fell below it here in August, and that caused us to go to a bottom that we haven't seen here since December of 2022, and even before that here in 2020. I would look to stay obviously above the 200-day SMA, close here, keep closing above it, close above 80 cents for a few more days, and make our way downtown or uptown to 96 cents. And of course, that $1 psychological level, but getting to this 95 cents is pretty important. So I'd look for that. Best case scenario, it's 95 cents. Wow. Chief Santana's like, I love your show. Thank you. I appreciate you. Wegmans for avocados. You know, a Wegmans, I think it was a Wegmans that opened in Manhattan, and I heard it's pretty good. Avocados were not meant to be eaten by people that far north. Yeah, obviously, they're not too good, but I like my avocado. Jonathan, hi, hello, another Jonathan in the chat. Xander, You don't think there's going to be a stout resistance at 45 to 50K looking to break even. There is a major resistance at 48K. That's what I can see on the chart. But Bitcoin does what she wants, so I'd be prepared for a bullish, bearish case scenario. Be ready for all of it. All right. Avocado picking, when you press it, it can't sink too deep. The texture must be even around the whole thing, and the color should be between bright green and black. Yeah, that sounds good. Creeps like Ashley, it's bananas. Yes, it is bananas. My bad. Janet Yellen would throw her shoe at me or something. What are you talking about? Boom. JBZ, the trick to avocados. Oh, I lost my thing here. The trick to avocados is to put it in the fridge in perfect softness and it'll stay good for quite a while. That's exactly what I do, JBZ. I keep it on the counter and then when it's good, I put it in the fridge. And then she slaps. I love cold avocado because you take it out, you mush it, make it for the avocado toast that by the time your toast is done, it's like hot toast, cold avocado, beautiful mash. Beautiful mash. Wow, we are killing it today. We have 158 likes. That is sick. Let's try to get 150. I want to rave, so I think I have to do a little bit, just like a little bit. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I don't think I've ever sneezed on a live stream. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think I've ever sneezed on a live stream. So if that happens, it would probably be historical and an NFS, a non-fungible sneeze. My gosh. I feel so gross. All right, so guys, let's smash that like, share this stream out with friends, and make sure you guys put rave in the chat. Give me some rave. Give me some rave. I need some raves. I need some raves. I need some raves. The Ridiculous said, more naps, less rave. I need it. I need it. My life. Let's get it. I don't care if you guys want it. I need it. I need it. Ooh. 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 Hey. Ooh. Maybe we can head out on this note. I don't know. That was fun. I needed that. It was a mini rave, but I needed that. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the ice cream cone. Who is the sent from Little? Thank you. To be young, hot, and have energy. It's priceless. That's hilarious. She's sick and has all this energy. I'm so jealous. Yeah, I'm probably gonna like crash after this. I told you, this is what's keeping me going. Right, Juan Estevez? DJ MTC, yeah, I love giving my little sound effects, my little air horns, my Gary in there, man. That's great. Oh, gosh, guys, thank you so much for the love today. Thank you for the support. John Jermaine, shout out to you. West, what's up? David G in the chat. I'm sure there's people that I missed, and I hope I did say hello to all of you guys throughout the stream because you guys are all amazing. You're all cool. You're all amazing. Like, just very patient with how I sound today. So DB3N, it's Savage. Thank you. AB, what's up? Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys like so very much. This was an absolute banger of a stream. Literally, I'm on for an hour, 40 minutes, and that's longer than I usually do, and I don't feel good. So this is just like an amazing stream. Really needed this. Like I literally I couldn't tell you the degree I needed this. Creighton said, no thanks for showing up when you're sick. Always good to see you. Thank you. It's ridiculous said, thank you. I am very cool. You are very cool. You are. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends so more people can know about the latest news, my rants, and the latest chart action as well. I love doing requests from you guys, and I love talking to you guys, and this was just like amazing. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I will see you on Monday. Have a happy Friday, a great weekend, and rave your heart away. Let's go out on a rave. Give me some raves in the chat. Let's go out on a rave. Let's go out on a rave. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Pam.